Here we're going to work on our skin the cat. And this is the spotted station with the coach. The student's going to hook their legs over the bar inside knee hang. And then with a spot, especially for the first time, they're going to work on going into a pike position, then bringing their toes slowly all the way to the ground and standing up to finish. Good. The next station over here, they're going to work on their casts. So they're going to go around to the other side, go to the other side, and they're going to push up into front support, and they're going to try to kick the red barrel. So kick back, make sure to position it at the right spot depending on the level of your class. Then they're going to come to the third bar, and they're just going to work on their pike hang. So they're going to bring their toes over the bar inside knee hang, and they're going to keep their hands on the bar, and they're just going to work on going into a pike position and coming back up over the bar. If they can't do it with two legs, they can do it one at a time. Okay. And then on the next station, they're working on getting their shoulders over the bar, and they can see if they can knock down Mr. Ratatouille and then put him back up and do it again. And so on the trampoline, they are going to work either on tuck jump, so they're going to stretch up tall and bring their knees up. And then they can work on some straddle jumps where they jump and bring the hula hoop in between their straddle. And they can do some consecutive jumps, so straddle, straddle, straddle. Please only use the hula hoop with classes where kids are well behaved and you know they'll be able to handle it. If not, they can do it without the hula hoop. So here for lesson 11, the front of the room beam circuit, they're going to start, you can have them 2 or 3 at a time on the high beam, just warm up their straddle mount. So they'll straddle the beam, butterfly hands, sit down, swing legs behind, push up to squat, balance in their squat, balance in their squat. Then they'll come up to standing, and you can have them work on a few pivot turns while they're on the beam and make sure that all the kids get to it. Once they all practice a couple of pivot turns and mounts, then you can have them do this big circuit. So on the first beam, they're going to do their straddle mount once again. They're going to come up to standing, and once they're up standing, they're going to do a quarter turn to sideways, and they're going to walk sideways only until the middle of the beam. And once they get to the middle, they'll quarter turn to the back, and they'll walk backwards till the end of the beam. Then they'll come to the hula hoop. They can come to the end, they can jump safety stop. Then they come to the hula hoops, and they're going to put one foot inside the hula hoop, and the other foot, straight knee and pointed toe, a little bit above the ground, is going to draw around the circle. Is going to trace the circle and step inside the next hula hoop. Then the next foot is going to do a nice little circle around, trace, 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 and step into the next one. Okay, so you can tell them it's like their foot is the pretend marker, and it's tracing slowly right around the hula hoop and stepping inside. Same thing when they come to the balance beam. They're going to step on the beam. They're going to trace the outline of the dot with a pointed toe, step onto the next dot, and step down. And then they're going to trace the dot, point their toe, and step down slowly. And you can do it even slower than that. So trace the yellow one, trace it, and then, good, and then you point your toe, you hold it for a second, and step down. So it's nice and slow and pretty. That's the front. Nice.